just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Reed on the play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throwing more. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Reed to throw. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First down here. Throwing Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Back open in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Just going to keep it after the snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. He wants to change this route. Moore. Oh, they're after him. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Reed. Here's the pressure. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
If you're the defense, you've got to finish the play. They had the quarterback. They had him corralled in the backfield, just not able to get him down on the ground. And you see against this type of athlete, he can hurt you if he gets outside the pocket.
The Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going to the run, it's Morrow. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Owens. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Touchdown, Aggies. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Reed to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. Pulls it in. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Here's Moore to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Dante Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown Ducks.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Connection to the right. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing Reed. Rush is on him. And they got him. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Throwing Moore. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. A receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore. He's open on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore will throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be changing the route. Here's Moore to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a gap. It's Griffin. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Gets the back moving. In the gun on third down. Moore finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run inside. It's Owens. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He makes the catch back up in his own territory. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Throwing more. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Ducks will go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on fourth down. Hauls it in the first down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Power ahead. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Separates contenders and pretenders. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Reed to the air again. Quick strike complete. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Again, it's Reed. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Makes the grab past the marker. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Reed to the air again. Escapes the pressure going right. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They want that clock to run. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Griffin. Maybe a crease. Picks up the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Moore. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab in their space. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against trust him, and we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing Reed. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They get the win.